Hey everybody, Supreme Lemon. I wanted to update on everybody on what I've been doing. Lately I've just enjoyed the event, the Faces Library. It allowed me to farm a lot of fodder and build another character. And the laundry day, the clip removal laundry day, was really good to me. I ended up re-gearing my Angel Mystic, got her into some epic clips. Legendary clips, I got her into some legendary clips. And today I wanted to basically make another guide. It's a simple creatures guide, talking about what you're looking for. When you're coming into this game, in the beginning, the best way to push a lot of dungeons is poison, because the only stat that you need for poison to work is really accuracy. Once you get a bit of accuracy, the character's done. I also wanted to talk about him real fast. I actually don't think that the Lightning Basilisk is that good. When you get it, he's good for like an intermediate type of thing if you're trying to work your way up to the higher level cliff dungeons, like 79, 10, somewhere around there. But after that point, he's really understated, and it's because this ability is really OP. It's like manipulating turn bars is a big deal, and poisoning them, and it just shuts down bosses and stuff, and that's why he ends up being so squishy. He just dies to AoE. I mean, I have him in a full rare set. Oh no, this is epic set with a purple, and he still dies sometimes. And you need that crit in order to proc his passive. And that's the thing about him, is he needs accuracy for the poison. Of course, he needs speed. He needs a little bit. He needs crit to get the passive going, and then he needs flat stats. So he needs accuracy. He needs accuracy and crit, and then he lacks stats. So this might be better if he's 5-star and you have all legendary gear, but otherwise this is difficult to do. So he's a good intermediate character, but unless you're gonna like fully invest in him and 5-star him and everything, then he'll be useful later and not get one shot by accident, you know, get cleaved to death. The character that I built recently is I 5-starred the Air Witch, and I really like her kit. It says it double attacks, and this stuff only goes up. Something to know about these skills is that when you're looking at the skills on a character, you want to take a look at the skill up section under upgrades. This is where you see how many books it will take to get a lot out of the... You want to get the most for your books, and you don't want to fully level them up, because, I mean, books are difficult. And that's my first problem. I'm going to label that as my first problem. Books to skill up characters and books to evolve characters should be separate. It should be a separate resource. This is so difficult. Like, I want to explore all of their characters and not feel like I'm starved all the time. You know, we need another way to get skill ups. They should really separate that. I'm trying to get one skill up on this thing. It ended up, I'm 4 books in, and I still haven't been able to get this one cooldown, which is what I really wanted for her. It places a bomb that does 3 times an attack after 2 turns if I get that cooldown, which is great for single target. And this brings me to my second point. Bombs are difficult. Not only do you need an accuracy to land the bomb, so you need accuracy to land the bomb, and the damage isn't front loaded. You have to wait. So you could crit it to death or something by accident. And then you get no use out of the bombs. It wastes a turn. They can cleanse it. It's another thing. And it's such a high risk skill. Like, I think they shouldn't base it on accuracy. It should just go, because it's one, the damage is already not front loaded. 2, it's not. I don't think it crits or anything. And 3, it can be cleansed. They can just get rid of it, or shielded, or maintained, or something. This can't even be used on strength because the boss is immune to things like poison. Yeah, that's my problem with bombs. So bombs, in my opinion, accuracy needs to be taken off of it, and we need to separate books. Those are my 2 issues right now. Yeah, let's get back to deciding on your characters. When you're looking at characters, say like this one, you want to see who gets a lot for your books. So I would not recommend using any books on the Lightning Assassin, because the cooldown is all the way down there. You need at least 5 if you're lucky, and you're gonna end up getting all these, which is 5%. It's nothing. Books are valuable, and if you can't get that cooldown or something significant in the first few skills, I wouldn't bother. Like my Angel Mystic. You get the skill up on her. I ended up going for the full cooldown, which I got lucky and got it with 6 books. She uses this every turn. It's reusable after 2 turns. And it does a lot of damage. And she's in meditation, so yeah, it's up every turn. It just feels great. Another one is him, the water trim. Everyone knows him, it's beautiful. He has double reduced cooldown, so this thing, the armor on this almost has full uptime. It has poison mail and has regeneration, which is all just great. It's nearly, it's 75% uptime, but it's good. It's really good. And my Mystic takes care of the rest of it. The next one I needed, I did talk about it in my last summon video, is this guy. I want to skill him up, but he needs 4 in the right spot. So this is going to take a lot of book investment, so I'm putting it off until I get my witch done, and until I build my arcane bird. Where is she? Here. This character, when she gets built, I think that's going to be amazing. And she's definitely going to be in a meditation set, because she's just a support character. 100% support. So you would look here. You don't need to put any. You don't need any books for this character. She doesn't have 3 of those. It's a bit difficult to get her, but yeah. The cooldown is the 4th one down, so you could invest in her, and she would do that every 4 turns, and the first effect turn. So she could get the elemental advantage every 3 turns. Wait, if you reduce it by 1, so it would be usable in 4, and it would last for 3 turns. That's just like the trend. This character I think would be amazing. Also, it poisons them all. Yeah, poison is good because all it needs is accuracy, and the easiest dungeon to farm is the Wrath Dungeon. Everybody will tell you that. The Wrath Dungeon, the Lifesteal set, and the Appeasement set, I mean, when they're good, but usually you don't want them to start out. This is like a 50-50, but it's the easiest dungeon. The benefit, you're almost never going to be farming. I mean, I personally don't farm it. I mean, the only one in here I would use is Vitality, maybe Defense sometimes, but the other 2 are like PvP things. And if you're worried, if you're just starting out in this game, you shouldn't be worried about PvP. So, I farm the Strength Dungeon because I like all 4 of these sets. Strength is 20% attack, 10% crit, I believe, crit damage, and Meditation is just cycling. Like, they get the most out of their skills. Like, they can use their skills way more often, if they're lucky, of course. But if you have 2, it's 40% chance to reset. It doesn't reset, it's -1 turn. Yeah, the thing about the Strength Dungeon though is you can use poison, but the boss isn't affected by poison, so you want something to burn her. Which takes me to my next point. When you're choosing a character in the beginning, usually you want poison because it kills bosses, but for endgame, attackers become better when your character is 5-starred and in good glyphs, because usually here I would have 2 defenses, and then I would have 2 HPs down here, and then my speed glyphs, right? Well, as you get into endgame, these things become less necessary. You don't have to fully glyph for defense. If your stats are high enough, you can just cut one of these and put an extra thing like I did. Like, I got HP percentage here where you would normally put defense, and that scales all of her abilities. Attack based on HP. So you would do the same thing for an attacker in the game. Instead of worrying about accuracy, you could just use a strength set, and then cut one of your glyphs for percent or flat attack. And that's what I'm thinking the end game will look like, and hopefully I'll be building toward that next. My next video will probably be when I have about 50 plus summons. If I'm missing any points, you guys can let me know in the comment section. That's all for today. If I should remake my guide video, maybe I can make like a more formal one and write it all down, summarize it, seeing if I can help any players out. If I should do that, if anybody would like it, you guys can let me know too. Alright, well that's all for today. See you guys later.